Just type in where you are joining the Zoom call from before we proceed. It's gonna be so snappy. All right. Sodi from South Africa. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you. So guys, please drop your answer. Do these things first. Okay, Vaja from Florida. Nice to have you. Hope I'm getting the names right. Moemo Festus from Nigeria. Bayelsa. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. You guys are awesome. Tammy Cox from United States. Nice to have you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm Jeffrey Benson from Lagos, Nigeria. So I believe others will still drop theirs just as we proceed. So today, one of the difficulty that I've recorded, what people have been sending me, the challenge people have been having. Number one thing is understanding time zone. Understanding time zone. Struggle to understanding opening and closing candle, what it means. When I say 9 a.m. here in Nigeria, okay, Tova from Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome. You're welcome, Tova. So when I say 9 a.m. from Lagos, Nigeria, they think it's 9 a.m. general. No, since we all use different time frames, so it is bound to be different. Now, this is what I mean by once you hover your mouse on any candlesticks, it is either telling you the opening time or the closing time of that particular candlesticks. But I don't just know why. It varies from one broker to the other. Just as you can see here, this is JAFX. Try to pull out. I'm trying to pull out the other. This is JFX.
That's not better.
Can you hear me? Someone is saying he can't hear me.
No, we. Tell Daddy good night.
Can you guys hear me?
Daddy. Let's go and go sitting down watching your screen all day from morning to night.
Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, type Y on the chat box.
Where's Joshua? Where's your ear?
If you guys can hear me, type Y on. Okay. Denzel, it's loud and clear. I don't know why you're saying you can't hear me. It's loud and clear. Maybe you try to do your personal settings, maybe on your phone or something. All right. Majority of the people can hear me. Maybe you do that. So back to what I was saying concerning the time zone. You can just see this my mouse hovering over this particular time is telling us that okay, this today is 20th of March 2018, and this time is showing 23, which is 11 p.m. So this is showing the close. Oh my God, I'm having a lot of chat. Okay, from others, yes, I just muted everyone. I hope it's making sense now, because no more background noise. Everything is muted now. All right. Wow. All right. So what we are going to be working, we are working with 8 a.m. UTC. That is just the important thing. You locate whenever it's morning or at night in the United States, or whatsoever place you might be around the world, just locate 8 a.m. UTC. So since it's in London, we are working with GBP. It's a London breakout strategy and not New York. So you work with London time. So in UK, 8 a.m. is the opening time. So you locate 8 a.m. Right here in Nigeria, it is 9. Here's the candle right here. Here's the candle. So what happened? It's buy. So calculating these pips. Can calculate these pips and you see, don't know, the same thing. Stuff is not expanding fast. Okay. Can calculate. Let's say you set a buy stop 10 pip above the high. Let's say 10 pip above. This should be 10 pip. This at this point it should be triggered in the trade right here, and you take 155 pip for that day. So that's how powerful the strategy is just on this pair. Imagine you do that for the rest 5 pairs plus this making 6 altogether. So that would be awesome. It's wonderful. So I hope the time zone is clear. If you have any question regarding the time zone, drop your question now, or you can unmute yourself to ask. You can unmute yourself to ask. You know we have a limited time, so we have to be very fast with it. If you have a question, drop it on the chat box now, because I'll move into the next topic. The next topic is support, resistance, and trend line. How to determine the trend or where the market might likely go. Because I found out that these are the two major questions people, two major challenges people find with the strategy. So I believe there's no question. Everyone is clear. If I'm making sense, just type Y on the chat box. Letter Y on the chat box. If I'm making sense. I want to make sure you guys are understanding me. Type Y on the chat box if I'm making sense. All right. Thank you guys. Okay. All right, thank you. So the next is support resistance. Let's hope Julie is right here. Julie, are you right here? Is Julie right on this call? Or I'm mentioning that she personally private chat me telling me about support and resistance. I know that's one of the basics. So let's have to go through that again. So now here's one thing you should know. The best point and the best place to draw support and resistance are higher time frames. Most times hourly, 4 hours, daily, weekly, monthly. Those are the best time. So you would want to draw your support and resistance of 15 minutes or 30 minutes downward because market there is a bit noisy. Yeah, it's a bit so noisy. So you won't get the accurate. Can you see how noisy it is? Unlike on the H1, so clean. And so one thing. And secondly, you want to write these things down. I ask you guys to come with notepad because these are secrets of Forex. Things that so the next thing is support and resistance are zones. It's not just a particular line, you just draw. No, it's more of zone. So I'm going to explain that. I'll help you to understand what I mean by that. This is a resistant line. The acted as is a resistant here. Actually, see candles barely struggling to get to that point. Struggling to get to that point. And when it broke it, what happened? There was a sudden shoot up. Yeah. This does not mean this is the resistance. Maybe somewhere in United States, I put mine here in Nigeria. Someone in United States might see it at this point and call this a resistance. This is a United States person. Then let's say someone uh, in Russia might actually put it right here. So now let me change that color. So for better explanation, United States, I'm gonna use red. You have red on the flag. Okay, these I'm gonna use green for Nigeria. Just use any something representing green. Then this one, let's say someone in China, could I have to be red again? Let me just use blue, Australia. All right, blue, it's okay. Just understand. So at this point, it's 1, 2, 3. These are 3 persons, 3 case studies that we are using. So this is what they are drawing as their resistance or support line. You see, no one is actually wrong. They are all right, but depends on the place they put their hands. Support and resistance is not just a thing, like it is a zone. So most times it is better you draw it this way. You draw it with a marker. Oh, can't remember. Okay, yeah, you draw with this. Take it from here to here and you expand it. So this is our area. So this is more of zone. So it is called, prominent ones are called MRA. MRA simply means major reversal area. Some other guys they call it MRZ, major reversal zones. Whatsoever, you know, these things are highly discretional. So that's it. But major another thing you should know about support and resistance is it it is not static. It is highly discretional. You can decide to place yours anywhere. But me, what I advise my people to do, my friends or those who are trading with me, my students, what I advise them to do is to place it at the top of the week. At the top of the week. Most times price almost get to take out the previous ones, most especially stubborn ones. Like let's take for instance, let me delete this blue stuff I just placed in here. Okay. All right. See what happened here. This now let's pay attention to this turquoise blue something. This blue here, this green rather. So at first I put it right here. You saw this price, this candle. They struggled to get in, but it took out this last candle and it hit it hit the line here. Then let's take for instance, imagine you have put your stop loss right here. This would have hit you. Like the line shifted. Let me put it back to where yes, it was this. So this was unable to take you out. Remember, there's a difference between your bid and ask price. So I don't think the other line would have gotten there. So it came down, retraced and came back. But this one would have taken you out if this was your stop loss. So remember, we use the support and resistance for our stop losses. That's one of the major importance of it again. We use it as for our stop loss. We know when to use to exit from the market, when to enter. For instance, there's some like breakout strategy. The other breakout strategy that you wait for a resistance or a support line to be broken before you pull your trigger. So those are just the importance of resistance. So why am I explaining this? Just trying to prove a point that the resistance and the support line is more of a zone and not just a thin line. Yeah, it's more of a zone and not just a thin line. So that is that. Why trend line can still act as a support and a resistance. Now let me fully explain the support and resistance fully. Okay. I'll be using from here to this point. Now this is our low. From this point to this point is a high and an uptrend. For an uptrend to be fully formed, you remember the definition. We said it's going to be having higher highs and higher low. So this is a higher low. This is a low, higher high, higher low. And then next we are going to attain is a higher high. The next would be a higher low. Just like that. So hence, an uptrend is when we have consecutive higher highs and higher low in a particular chart. That's an uptrend. While uptrend is the exact opposite, having a lower low and a lower high. That's the exact opposite. And let's spot the support and resistance right here. This point, this floor, first is a support. Let me change this line and make it a little bit thicker. Change it to red. Red is more visible. Make it thick. All right. That's one. Whenever a market creates a higher high, it's always a point of support. Most times. This is a higher low. This is support. So I'm going to be telling the usefulness and uses of these things later. This is also another point. So when it got here, it reversed bar and it retraced to this point, and it got there and it broke it. When it broke it, it moved straight up. But before it went straight up, so it has to retrace. It retraced to this point and it moved up. To tell you, this is it's just a center of an attraction. That's how I look them at. Support and resistance is if they are points that attract prices. Before prices can break through, it's gonna be tasking for the market. So that's just the point. That's how I look at it. That you can just take any definition or picture what you think it is. Then this is another point. It came and it retraced, and when it retraced, it was able to break past. It saw the shooting and it went straight up. So these are points of support and resistance. So I said earlier that the uses is for entry and exit. Now let's take for instance you enter a buy trade right here. You want to buy. You want to buy right here. Okay. And you roll to this side. You know this point is a point of support. Here is it here. Look at what happened in the past. I didn't even look at it before joining it. You see what happened? This line. So what happened here? He held here and it went straight up. He held here, he broke this and it went straight up. So let's go back to what we are doing. So it held in the past. So you have to when you draw, you have to compare from the past first. So let's say you enter a buy trade right here. So it went up. This would have been your take profit one because you know price might likely struggle here. Or let's say in fact you even missed this move. I saw this trend, this support, this resistance line has been broken, and you want to enter a buy. You're looking to enter a buy. You have to wait for a retracement, and once it retraces to this point and it hits this line, it's a very nice time to enter. Remember pullbacks, the market will always consolidate, will always trend upward or downward, and it will always pull back and will always rally. Market rally when it pulls back when it's an uptrend, and rallies when it's a downtrend. So let's say you miss this move from this point to this take profit one, then you want to enter and scalp the take the order. So that is when you have to put your skill of trend into place of pullback. So you see this point, you pull back right here. This is a very nice point to enter. You can enter right here. You can enter. You see, there's not much move that you'll be missing. So you enter right here and you ride to this point. You see, you can get out of the trade, or you still decide to hold based on your analysis. See, you retested it, or let's say you miss this one for another person. Let's say another person, another country come. You miss this point and you still seeing it's still going up, or done his analysis, see that it's a likelihood to go up, then it's going to wait for the pullback, hit this line, then enter into the trade again and see what happens. That is useful of support and resistance. And for some other guys that were asking, what's the difference between support and resistance? Support support is a line that is drawn below market prices, while resistance and support acts as a floor. It's a floor that is preventing the prices to go down. Line that is drawn intending to prevent the price to go down. Where you are speculating, you're saying the price will get here and will likely not go past this line like this. This is support. You see what happened here when it got here. It broke it, but it went straight up and retraced and broke it. You saw what happened. The market moved back up. It was unable to break this place. So resistance, why resistance is the exact opposite. Resistance is placed above, or speculating, speculating that price will might not be able to break it. And when price breaks that level, that is the trend is strong enough as a support. When price break the support level, that means the strong and the strength of the bearish of the bears are strong enough. Then you can use it to exit a trade or enter a trade. I hope that makes sense. If there's any question, you can drop on the chat box. If there's any question, you can drop on the chat box. I just hope I'm making sense. If there's any question, you can drop it on the chat box. Like there's no question. Everyone seems to have passed this stage. I'm wondering why then am I receiving so okay. So far so good. No question. No question. Alright, so I know. Okay. Then the next thing I want you guys, and the next I have here on my notepad is okay, trend line. Trend line. I'm explaining trend line. Okay, now trend line also acts as support and resistance. Acts as support and resistance. Let's take a trend line is connecting two higher lows or two lower highs together. Once it's connecting two lower highs together, that's a downtrend. If it's connecting two higher lows together, it's an uptrend. This is a low, this is a higher low, and this is a higher low. Minimum of two, minimum of two. So this is an uptrend. To tell you that the market might likely hold at this point. So when it hit this trend line, so what happened? Went straight up. It came back and it hit this trend line. So what happened? Went straight up. So that is the importance of trend line. So it also acts as support and resistance anywhere. So let's look for a scenario where it was coming. I see this. You could as well draw a trend line to connect all these two. This is one. Sorry. Second one. See. And trend line two is more of zone, not just a thin line. Just know all those things are more of zone because what you are thinking, market sentiment, what you might be thinking might not be what someone in another country will be thinking, might not be what the banks and hedges, an individual that is trading for them will be thinking. So it's all different. So you cannot be so 100% right. Cannot be 100% right. All right. So this is a downtrend. See, this is this is a this is a high, a lower low, say lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. See, this is a lower when two or more consecutive lower highs are connected. It's a downtrend. See, at this point, it's a downtrend. Hope that made sense. I believe you guys are already aware of all these things. So I want to delete that so as not to bring fakeness or bring absurdity to the eyes. I like making my chat so simple. I set off my recent strategy that I'm trying to work on. So that strategy seems to be a bit difficult or seems uh scary. I call it scary. But soon I'll soon reduce the noise. Okay. So that's that. So if you have any question, you can drop it on support and resist and how to determine where the market might likely go. That is the next topic. So how to determine where the market might likely go. So this is where you want to apply our zigzag, the zigzag stuff. But first, let me reduce all these things. So let me reduce all these things. Okay, they're all gone. Now let's apply the zigzag. For those asking how to apply the zigzag, go to insert, indicator, come to custom. Zigzag thing is the last on the list because it's letter Z, the last on the list. Once you apply the zigzag, once you apply the zigzag, the depth is set at 5, the deviation is on 1, then the back step will be set at 3. So there you go. So now let's use this for example. This happened on the 13th of March. So you remember we are working with 9 a.m. candle. Since I'm in Nigeria, just know it's 8 a.m. UTC. Locate 8 a.m. UTC, then you can convert that to your local time. You can convert that to your local time. Sanchez once helped us with a website where we could convert any time to our local time. So you just look that on the link on the group chat. Okay, now let's locate. I'm gonna be looking for 9 a.m. candle. Okay, this is a 9 a.m. candle. At this point, this is my indicator stuff. It will be at this down on this top. So how would I know it's gonna buy or it's gonna sell, or to set a sell stop or to set a buy stop? Because this is what I would have done. You remember our analysis for an uptrend, it must connect at least to two higher lows. So you pick your trend line. Since this has already helped us to pick the highs and the lows, the higher highs or the higher lows, as the case may be, whether it's a downtrend or it's an uptrend, this has already helped us with it. So this is what you would have done. You connect. Remember, when you connect two or more, it's an uptrend. Two. So this is two. So you connect long. So there's a very high tendency that when price bounce at this point, it will hold it and reject the price, thereby pushing the price in the upward direction. So this is why you would have set a buy stop right here. And you saw what happened. Bam, boom, 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 boom. I'm giving you your 50 pips. Okay, this is 9. So 10 people above, 10 people above. Never forget that rule. 10 people above, Then you calculate your risk to reward. You are risking 29, so you have to take 29 people or more. You can decide to take 50. You can decide to take 50. So at this day, he gave 84 pips. So that's how promising this strategy works. All right. And then again, if you remember your chart patterns, if you remember head and shoulder pattern, this is a shoulder, this is a head, and this is a shoulder. This is an inverted head and shoulder. If you know that strategy, if you've heard of that, just type head and shoulder on the chat box. Type head and shoulder. I know Marco should be well familiar with this because he sent me his back test on it, and I was so proud of that. And so many other guys are sending me their back test on how they did their head and shoulder, how they've been analyzing the chart patterns, the PDF I sent earlier in the group. So that's it. So let's take for this day. I'm having a chat. Familiar with all patterns. Okay, thank you. Nice, very kind. Please, I want to beg of everyone, if you do have time this weekend or this time that this period of news, go through the chart patterns. Said I should come again on head and shoulder. Okay, head and shoulder. This is the pattern. This is head and shoulder pattern. The inverted. Once you see it at the down part, it's called inverted. At the up, it's head and shoulder. This is shoulder, and this is a shoulder. Now, if you bring your support line, you see support line held here, and it's also held at this point. And this was when it broke past. When it broke past, it formed a head here, came back, broke it, it retested, and it's going straight up. When we see head and shoulder, whenever a head and shoulder pattern appear, it's going to be bearish. That's at the top. Let's say this was inverted to the other side. Then this is an inverted head and shoulder. If it's found below, it is called inverted. So since it's an inverted, it's going to go bullish. So what happened? It held there and it went bullish. Hope that made sense. Okay. Then the next I have, if you have any question regarding where the trend might go, you can just message me. You can message me. Okay. If you have any question, you can drop it. I believe that's all. With any tasking thing, you can drop it. And there's a good news for everyone. I'm creating a PDF for London broker strategy. Note, the PDF is not the all-encompassing information, just for you to know what to look at on while doing the strategy every morning. The main thing is for you to go through the videos. I believe the videos, they have all the information you need to succeed, to make not less than $600 each day. The videos have got that. So still watch out on the PDF before the weekend. I'll be dropping that. How to use the head and shoulder. Okay, I said it earlier. I said the head and shoulder, you have to read the chart pattern. Just read the chart pattern. I sent a PDF file. Those PDF that I sent on the group. You can just go through that. I believe that file took care of everything. If you can understand chart patterns, to determine where the market will likely go will just be a small thing. Will no longer be anything difficult. Will just be a bin of cake to you. Yeah. So I believe that is solved. That is solved. Okay. Okay. And the next question I got was like there's a lot of okay, I will resend that. I will resend the PDF to the group. Okay. And the next question I got was the harmonic fire. Okay. The question was I should show the back test on live on our live webinars for them to see. I believe those guys that asked me, they are around. Just want to believe that, and I hope so. They are around here. Yes, you can see sporting. This thing works on all time frames. It works on all time frames. And first, it's a disclaimer: no strategy is an holy grail, and I'm not saying this is also an holy grail. What I'm saying is this strategy has been working, has proved to work for me since I've began my forex journey, and I've used it, and it has been just successful. It's not an holy grail, and it's not compulsory for everyone. whether you buy it or not. This will not make me to remove you from the group. The group is highly free, and the free signal I send, they are free, but most times I send them for off of this harmonic fire. So that's just it. That's just the whole thing. What this harmonic fire does, well, as I've explained earlier, it draws support and resistance. Those lines we are battling with, trying to draw trend line, draw everything. This help you to relieve you of that stress. This is a support and resistance. It draws it on all the higher time frames. Remember, I said it is not advisable you draw support and resistance on 30 minutes downwards. So it is always very advisable on 1 hour, 4 hour daily, weekly, and monthly. And this strategy and this indicator does, I see this is a resistance on 4 hours. This is a on 1 hour resistance on 1 hour, and this is a resistance on daily. This is a support on 1 hour, and this is support on 4 hour. This support on daily. So it probably goes through all the time frame and does everything for you. And this is the arrow that I was saying. You see this magenta arrow right here. I believe you can see it. It's a magenta arrow right here. It's a magenta, this one, pointing down, telling the price to go down. You saw what happened. And not just that, harmonic pattern appear, and this is a shark pattern. It tells you the name of the patterns. And so what happened? It's all, and the red also appear, and you see how it works from this point. Let's say for as at this point, let's say you entered from that point, this candle finish burning, and you entered right here. By now you should have taken 79 pip. Yeah, 79 pip, which could, for a micro, that's $7.9, $7.9 for mini, 79 US dollars. Then for one standard lot, that's 790. Oh, it's 190 US dollar. That's wonderful. A friend of mine that trade for a particular, was it microfinance right here? He told me or something. He said we don't need 50 pips. 50 pips is probably too much for him. I just need about 5 pips because of the standard lot you use. Because there are some people, 5 pip means five 5 cent to them. While some people it mean $5. Some people it's 5,000 US dollars. While some people it's a 500 US dollars. So it just depends on your power of leverage. This is how this works. So anybody is interested, you can just PM me. I'll send you the form to fill for this. And I see about that strategy. Yeah, just two that are on premium for now. I see about that strategy. It's called Fire Peep. Right. It's called Fire Peep. Oh, it's called Fire Peep. Once this one works with the breakout strategy, you see this is our support and resistance lines. I'll help you to remove all this. See this might look so scary, but I only put this for a particular test. I'm backtesting something using crypto. I never knew how they get here. Never knew how they all got here. So just don't pay attention to these ones. So you see, whenever any support or resistance is broken, you see what happened? The price will go straight up. I have a question. Please post it on the group. I mean the harmonic indicator. Oh man, it's on premium. It's on premium. The ones, all the strategies I have, I'm still developing another one. That one is definitely for free. I'm working on that for free. For free. This is on premium. For the harmonic fire is 300 US dollars plus all the benefits you're going to be enjoying, which I've sent to the group before. Why I'm only repeating this is because of people that are private messaging me, telling me how bad they want this. And this strategy that I'm showing, it works best on 15 minutes. It's for scalpers. So if you're a scalper, this will just be the best option for you. You see, when it broke this support line, So what happened? Confirmation came right down, right down. It broke this one again, came right down. So it's mainly for scalpers. I'll use this thing to scalp with $10,000 account. Within the period of 1 month, I moved it to 18,000. Yeah, those that are attending my live seminar, they saw it. You can ask them. They saw it. Mr. Park, Santos Chris, Mrs. Ellen, Mr. Godwin. They all saw it. They also Josiah Pressure, so you can ask from them. They saw the account and how powerful the tool. So I believe if you have any question, you can just ask me based on London breakout strategy or anything before the seminar ends. It's going to be ending in less than 1 minute or 2 minutes rather. This is 1:55. If you have any question, you can send it right here. Let's talk about it based on support and based on what we have discussed. Support and resistance, understanding time zone, the opening and closing of candles, trend lines, the harmonic fire, the fire peeps, or anything. You can just send it in or watch whatsoever you are having problem with. Let's discuss it. Let's discuss. Let's talk about it. Let's solve the problem together. Okay. How do we join the premium group? Okay, maybe you send me a private message. The premium group is note this. The indicator actually I'm not selling them. I'm only for the $300 just a charge for my time to take you through the tutorials and to teach you how to use them effectively. And I've come to thought myself, it is of no importance giving you an indicator without teaching you how to use it. Just be like a toothless bulldog, can bark but cannot bite. That's what it's gonna be. Or someone that have a gun but it's not loaded with bullet. So that's why it's so important. I don't give it out not until you subscribe for the tutorial, and I'm gonna give it to you for life. It's gonna be yours for life. So that's to show you it's not just about the money. I'm gonna give you for life. Is it for our favor? Is there any strategy you might know? Michael, I'll be taking that next time. But my advice is do not trade against news. We are not fundamental traders. We are technical traders. Do not trade against the news. Once there's news on that particular pair, you are advised to leave it. All right. So it's